Alright, so as I mentioned, I want to do a little thing I call scatter feeding, so everybody can kind of learn to not fight over food, basically. And that's the moral of it, but also really what it comes down to is burning a little bit more energy than they would if they're just handed a bowl. Dogs, we have to think about the line that they come from, right? So obviously they're coming from canine lupus. Canine lupus is wolves, essentially, and these guys are canine domesticates, right? So, domesticated wolves. What do wolves like to do? Hunt. And they like to do it in packs. So, scatter feeding is like the very, 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 very down the line domesticated dog version of pack hunting. Just gave them a little bit via hand to show them it's okay to go scavenge. But what this does here, again, it's going to reduce the probability of resource guarding developing, because they're all constantly eating and searching together. And two, we're going to be burning off a little bit more energy. They're a little bit too focused on the fact that it's coming from me right at this moment, which, if anything, is a reflection of good training in other departments. It's just it's a representation of obedience, essentially. So I don't hate that, but I do want them to start being a little bit more independent. Good job. And starting to venture on their own and find their own little scraps. And the reason being, you're activating a little bit of a different part of their brain when you just hand them a bowl. There really isn't much neurologically going on. They're just, I need to eat, and someone provided it for me super easily, so I'm eating. Very, 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 again, definitely the more submissive one. He's just really, really interested in me and not the exercise, and she's already started to wander off. He has a couple times, so I'm going to take a break from physically doing it. But you really want, in an exercise like this, you really want them to ignore you a little bit more than they are. Like the other dogs, you can tell have done this, because they're like, oh, it's my turn to go look for something and activate my brain. As I was saying, a segue back to that, it really does activate the brain a lot more. That hunter, it's called a hunter-seeker mind, so they really get used to. And if you get this jumping, nipping, biting, again, I like to tell people this: just make a fist, hold it, wait for a sit, and then pat. Just a side note that came up, but activates a little bit more primal part of the brain. They get to expend a little bit more mental energy, and gets them a little bit more tired and fulfilled, which is a great status to have our dogs at as frequently as we can. We like a tired dog, and we like a fulfilled dog with a sense of purpose. So nice job. Haven't done it too much, so again, still a lot of focus on me, but they'll get it. They're sharp.